Hi everyone, this is Board Games and Bourbon. I'm Glenn Flaherty, and right now I want to tell you about Clip Cut Parks. Say that 3 times fast. This is a new flip and write, roll and write game coming to you from Renegade Games. It plays 8 and over, although I think you can go younger, 1 to 4 players, and takes about half an hour to play, but I'd probably say games actually take more like 15 to 20 minutes. Now, this game is going to play better depending on what group of people you're playing with. There's a solo mode and a multiplayer mode that are essentially the same because even in multiplayer, it's multiplayer solitaire. The thrust of the game is that you are going to have these cards here that'll help you win. And when you complete these cards, you are scoring points in the game. The cards here, these are called parks, they dictate what kind of shapes you have to cut out of this piece of paper in order to complete this. So in this card here, what it's saying is you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of squares cut out. Right here, you need to be able to place one that's yellow. You need to put one here that's blue. This blue one also has to be connected to one above it, so you need a 2-unit square there. Something over here needs a little bear paw. If you complete this, you're going to get a token, a little handle digger there that you can use in a future card. And over here, if you did this one, I can get that on there for you, it's going to give you an instant free cut. And the free cuts that you get really help because the cuts you would have on a normal turn are limited by your die. And on the turn, the first player, whether it be solo or multiplayer, is going to roll the die, and that's how many cuts you get. You get 1 cut, 1 cut, 2 cut. And what that means is you have to cut 3 individual times. You may not combine 1 and 1 to be a longer 2 cut. And what that would mean is you go over here, and I got to make a cut. So I can make a 1 cut here, 1 cut. I could go 1 cut here, 1 cut, and then I could do a 2 cut this way. Boom. Now you'll notice when I did that, I liberated a piece. When I liberate a piece, I have to place it on my card that I'm trying to complete. Right side up if you can. Okay, so now I'm closer to completing this one. If I cut a piece out and it does not fit, I have to crumple it up and it's going to become a negative point for me. Now in the multiplayer game, you're going to draw 5 of these cards and you're going to flip them over. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to flip over 2, boom, boom, and you're trying to complete those 2 first, and you're just trying to get to completion of the 5. You're trying to be the first person to do that. When you're playing solo, you're going to have a stack of 20 cards, and that will both be the parks you're trying to complete as well as your timer. You're going to flip over 2, and then for every turn you take, you discard 1 card, okay? So you end up doing maybe around 6 or 7 cards, and the way the scoring works is solo, you're going to get 3 points for every park you do. You're going to get a point for every token you have left over. You're going to get minus points for every crumpled up piece, and then you get a point for the largest piece of paper that you cut out to fit. There are also these cards over here that should you want a challenge, the backs here are gray. They're just harder cards to complete, and you can use these if you so choose. Now, the simplicity of the game. First of all, the merits of it. Let me go to that point. In order to cut this and not lose points, you have to forecast your cuts. And in that way, it's very clever. It's very clever and very cute. You know, it's not nearly as one-dimensional as I thought it might be. I must say I came into the game with no concept of what I was going to be, so I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't see that you're going to have to forecast these cuts. The rules about discarded parts that you can't use becoming negatives really changes the gameplay. That is going to be really good in a multiplayer setting for parents and children, or children and children, or children who just think it's fun to play with scissors for the first time. Okay. I'm not sure, a bunch of adults sitting around want to be playing this. Not that it's not cool, but I think it's probably just a little bit too easy for the adult player. I think for the adult player, it's better in solo mode because for me, a lot of times I do my solo games is at the end of the night. And I just got some time to kill. I want a happy way to end the night, and this really filled it. Now, when you do get this game, you're going to get this rule book here. Very few pages, very few words. Lays out the rules very clearly. It tells you how to build, how to do all the phases, the end game scoring, variants, the longer game, the solo rules, all of that. Not too much there. The box itself keeps everything very tidy. There's a little barrier right there, so you can put your cards and your scissors there, and this will hold your sheets. And there are a ton of sheets in here. I mean, you're really I'll never go through those. I have had games for years, and I haven't gone through a stack of paper that deep. So everything you want is right there. Also, I think the price point is pretty cool. It's not very expensive at all. The die is the bomb. So that is Clip Cut Parks. If you think this will, scratch that itch for you, check it out. If you have questions about the gameplay, let me know. It's very easy to jump into and kind of a fun twist on the genre. So until next time, friends, thank you so much. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.